Lykke Li is a Swedish indie pop singer-songwriter. Her music often blends elements of indie pop, alternative, and electronic. Instruments found in her songs include violins, synthesizers, tambourines, trumpets, saxophones, and cellos. Li possesses the vocal range of a soprano. Her debut album, Youth Novels, was released in 2008, and her third album was released in 2014. Early life, Li like Timotej Svensson was born in Ystad, Skåne. Her mother is a photographer and her father, a musician, is a member of Dagvag. The family moved to Stockholm when Zachrisson was a toddler, and when she was 6 moved to a mountain top in Portugal where they lived for 5 years. The family also spent time in Lisbon and Morocco, and winters in Nepal and India. She moved to the neighborhood of Bushwick, Brooklyn in New York for 3 months when she was 19. She returned when she was 21 to record her album. Career, 2008 a Euro 10, Youth Novels. Li released her first EP, ''ʻlɪ.ʻkɛ, in 2007. Stereogum named her an artist to watch in October 2007 and described her music as a mix of soul, electro and powdered sugar pop. Li's debut album, Youth Novels, was released on LL Recordings in the Nordic region on January 30, 2008 and received a wider European release in June 2008. The album was produced by Bja Paragraph RN Itling of Peter Bjorn and John and Lus Marjenrta copyright N and was reportedly inspired by a previous relationship of 3 years. It was released in the United States on August 19, 2008. The album was released in the UK in June 2008, promoted by a performance of Little Bit on Later with Jools Holland on May 25, 2008. Li performed live with a pared-down drum kit, a necklace made out of percussive instruments, a guitar, a bass and a microphone. Youth Novels reached the top of many of the Euro unregistered trademark best of lists and saw Li sell out tours, including sets at festivals Glastonbury, Coachella and Lollapalooza. She appeared on Late Night with Conan O'Brien. She appeared on Swedish musician ʻlɪ.ʻkɛ's self-titled album, contributing vocals to the track Until We Bleed. She also worked with Norwegian electronic duo Ra Paragraph Ixip on their 2009 album Junior, contributing vocals to Miss It So Much, and Were You Ever Wanted. Li appeared on Last Call with Carson Daly on February 18, 2009. She covered Knocked Up, originally recorded by Kings of Leon who had approached Lykke to cover a song of her choice, and Gifted in which she performs with Kanye West. Li performed at the 2009 Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival on April 19 and the 2009 Lollapalooza Festival on August 8 as part of the promotional tour for Youth Novels. A remixed version of her song I'm Good, I'm Gone was featured in the 2009 horror film Sorority Row. The song Possibility was written for the 2009 film The Twilight Saga, New Moon. Li had been asked to write a song to the film soundtrack but was reluctant to commit to the project. It was after she had seen an early screening of the film that she decided she wanted to contribute to the soundtrack. The soundtrack was released on October 16, 2009. 2011 a Euro 13, Wounded Rhymes, the song Get Some was featured in the 15th episode of the first season of Hawaii Five-0 titled ʻlɪ.ʻkɛ, which aired January 23, 2011. The song was also used in ABC Family's drama Pretty Little Liars in the 18th episode of the second season which was titled A Kiss Before Lying, which aired January 30, 2012. The song was also used in the 19th episode of the second season of the CW's Vampire Diaries, titled Klaus, and originally aired April 21, 2011, as well as the 6th episode of the first season of Teen Wolf, titled Heart Monitor, and originally aired July 4, 2011. The song was also used in the film Premium Rush as one of its soundtracks. The song Unrequited Love was used in episode 19, season 4 of The Good Wife. Li's song Melodies and Desires was featured in the 2010 Australian film Griff the Invisible, and an edited version of Get Some was featured in the Catwoman trailer for the video game, Batman, Arkham City. She collaborated with singer ʻlɪ.ʻkɛ on the song Until We Bleed, which was featured on an episode of UK TV series Misfits and an episode of the television series Ringer. Her second album Wounded Rhymes was released in 2011. The album was featured on several lists of 2011's best albums, including Q, Mojo, The Observer, The New York Times, The Huffington Post and Rolling Stone. The April 19, 2011, episode of Glee featured student Tina singing a version of Lee's I Follow Rivers. On April 30, 2011, she performed on Later with Jools Holland in the UK, playing Get Some, Sadness is a Blessing, and I Follow Rivers. Lee played at the 2011 Latitude Festival, held between 14 and 18 July 2011 at Henham Park in Suffolk, England. She appeared with her band on US late-night talk show The Tonight Show with Jay Leno in August 2011 and on The Late Show with David Letterman in November 2011. Belgian DJ producer The Magician's remix of I Follow Rivers is featured in Jacques Audier's 2012 film Rust and Bone and the 2013 Palme d'Or-winning Blue is the Warmest Color. Lee contributed to the 2012 compilation Volume 1 with the track Come Near released by the Swedish artist collective and record label Ingrid where she is a founding member. She also contributed a cover of Silver Springs to a 2012 Fleetwood Mac tribute album, which included renditions from Best Coast, Marianne Faithfull, and Management in 2013. She was featured as a guest musician on David Lynch's second studio album The Big Dream, performing vocals on the lead single I'm Waiting Here. 2014, I Never Learn. On February 27, 2014, Lee released the video for the title track of her third studio album, I Never Learn. Following the release, Lee released the video for the single Love Me Like I'm Not Made of Stone on March 4, 2014. On April 10, 2014, she released a video for the lead single, No Rest for the Wicked. Lee officially released I Never Learn on May 2, 2014. Prior to the release, Lee released a remix of No Rest for the Wicked, featuring ASAP Rocky, on April 21, 2014. On May 30, 2014, Lee released a remix EP of No Rest for the Wicked. Other ventures. In September 2010, Lee was announced as the official face of the Levi's Curve ID collection, alongside Pixie Geldof and Ms. 9. In January 2012 she signed with the Viva model management agency. Lee made her acting debut in the 2014 Swedish crime film Tommy directed by Tareq Selli. The film was released in theaters in Scandinavia in March 2014. In November 2012 Lee was rumored to be involved in an upcoming Terrence Malick film. Artistry Influences. Lee has cited Neil Young, The Shangri-Las, This Mortal Coil, The Beatles, and Rolling Stones as influences, stating, they are Euro unregistered trademark T-pop anymore by today are Euro unregistered trademark S standards, but they were. Other influences include The Velvet Underground, Leonard Cohen, and Beach House. Discography. Youth novels, Wounded Rhymes, I Never Learn, awards and nominations. In 2009 Lee won an EBBA award. Every year the European Border Breakers Awards recognize the success of 10 emerging artists or groups who reached audiences outside their own countries with their first internationally released album in the past year. Remixes. I'm Good, I'm Gone was remixed by Fred Falk and featured in Head Candy's Lounge 2009. I'm Good, I'm Gone was covered by British group Friendly Fires in 2009. Little Bit was remixed by Drake. Little Bit has a bootleg remix by Auto Erotique in 2008. Little Bit was sampled and remixed by Charles Hamilton. Until We Bleed was remixed by Quest and NHKFF and Joey Lacroix. Dance, Dance, Dance was remixed by Baraka Som Sistema and Dada Life. I'm Good, I'm Gone was also remixed by 3OH. 3 is a collaboration. I Follow Rivers was remixed by rapper Tyler, The Creator. I Follow Rivers was remixed by The Magician and has been a huge club success in Europe, taking the track to number 1 in Romania, number 2 in Ireland and number 7 in Greece. I Follow Rivers was remixed by rapper Redouble. An acoustic cover of I Follow Rivers by Belgian rock band Triggerfinger reached number 1 in both Belgium and the Netherlands. Get Some was remixed by artist Beck. No Rest for the Wicked was remixed by A$AP Rocky. Personal life. Of her practice of transcendental meditation, Lee said in 2014, ʻlɪ Euro unregistered trademark S really interesting from a creative point of view. Before, I could only write a few sentences and ʻlɪ Euro unregistered trademark D have to take a break for a few days before I could go back to it. All of a sudden, I could write and finish a song in one go, a Euro verse, chorus, the lot. And that would happen with song after song. Finally, I unlocked the gate. See also, Swedish pop music, references. External links, official website, Lykke Li at All Music, Lykke Li at the Internet Movie Database, Lykke Li on RCRDLBL.